Hey, what's going on, guys? Chief Matt here, and today I'm bringing you guys an episode where we are going to be reviewing the latest update of Vainglory. So I am doing Vainglory a little bit on my channel now. I'm just going to be every once in a while if I have a good game that I play, or if I have a bunch of different clips that I can throw into a montage for you guys, I will post that. I know a lot of you guys play Vainglory, so I hope you guys will enjoy that content that will be coming to the channel as well. So, in the background you guys will see some gameplay, but right now I'm just going to kind of read through some of the update notes. I will put the full article in the description below. But basically, we have the, probably 3 or 4 big things. We have the new hero, we have 2 new items, we also have skins coming, and then we have 2 nerfs that were pretty important to the community, one in particular. So let's go ahead and take a look here. New hero is Fortress. He's a Halcyon Well This Halcyon Well Guardian is a snarling, frightening sight in the jungle. He stalks prey, closes in with his teammates, flanks targets, and creates challenging, multi-front confrontations. Stay near your allies and bite and claw your way to kills. So, there's 2 lore stories. The first one was actually released before the hero came out, or before we knew what the name was. So everybody, the name's hidden in there, so everybody was trying to figure out if they could see what the name was. But his abilities, by the way, he is unlockable this week for Ice, and then next week you can unlock him with Glory and Ice. But if you have Ice already, I would expect that you would unlock it the early access week or whatever it's called. But yeah, hero abilities, Packmates is his heroic perk. When Fortress is near an allied hero, he will move faster after 1 second. He will maintain the move speed bonus so long as he's alongside any allied hero. It doesn't say specifically how much how much faster he moves, but I have played with him. It is significantly faster, so it's definitely something that's worth a heroic perk, taking up the entire heroic perk. Probably not the best one in my opinion. There's some really good ones out there, but definitely a good one. So next one, Truth of the Tooth. Fortress marks the target enemy as prey. It could be a minion, it could be a kraken, it could be a gold miner, it could be a minion miner, it could be a jungle monster, it could be an enemy hero, but it cannot be a turret. His next basic attack becomes a short-range lunge. He's going to lunge towards that hero, or the enemy, and Fortress and his allies are going to gain move speed when they're moving towards anything that's marked as prey. So, it's good initiator. Maybe you could not lock down, but you could dive the carry, take that out, and then it's a 2v3, so or 3v2, and then you could eliminate the other important as it goes down. So Catherine has her initiate with the stun or the silence. Arden's initiate with the gauntlet a lot of the times. He's a protector as well. He initiates with that a lot of the times. And he can initiate with his ult, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Law of the Claw is his second ability. Fortress claws his target for crystal damage and causes it to bleed. Now, bleeding is something that's unique to him. Bleeding targets take damage every second. Attacks from Fortress and his allies have lifesteal against bleeding targets. So whenever you're, basically to break it down into more common language, whenever you're attacking a hero that is bleeding or an enemy that is bleeding, you're going to get life back. You're going to gain health based on the damage that you're doing. And you're going to increase that bleeding by 1 stack, which is up to a max. I believe it's 5, I'm not sure though. But when you do reach max stacks, the target is going to be dealt a burst of damage based on its health. Okay? And it's slowed and receives a mortal wound, which prevents healing by 33%. So it's a lot of stuff in there to be aware of, especially with that second ability. Attack of the Pack is also similar because you're going to release wolves. You're going to gain increased health and attack speed, but you're also going to call out a pack of wolves. Each wolf is going to seek out a different enemy hero. These wolves apply bleeding, just like the second ability with their basic attacks. Important note is that you need to attack a pack wolf 3 times to kill it. So it's like 3 ticks of health. It's not like you can just burst it down, say if you have like a Dead Man's Rush or a Spectral Smite that you build up a lot of stacks. You don't need that. All you need is 3 basic attacks on it. So all you need is a lot of attack speed, or a lot of abilities that can just be spammed, and you can just kill it like very quickly. So features, basically new skins came out. The tier 1 skins are for Arden, Stormlord Arden, Jewel, Killajoule 9000, I think it is, and Crawl is Death Metal Crawl. So Tier 2 skins, we have the Prehistoric Glaive 2, Candy Torkoshka 2, and the Shogun Ringo 2. Now we have epic cards as well to correspond with the Tier 2 skins. So we also have new basic bots. You can go up, they're very dumb, but you can go up against them just if you're very new to the game and just see how, the lane and the jungle works and how people move together. The Catherine and Glaive bot actually do move together in the jungle and farm, unless you catch them there. So now you have an XP leveling associated with your Vainglory account. Kraken said that right now it is primarily a gating mechanism for early players who are earning enough experience to play public matches, as well as to help clarify that your skill tier is distinct from an account's level, but it will also give you rewards when you hit certain level thresholds. So, I'm not exactly sure what those thresholds are, but supposedly you'll get cards and other things if you do reach those thresholds. So, last thing is UI and setting changes. Now you can have just your active items in the bottom left corner instead of everything that you've built. So your reflex blocks, your Aegises, your Atlas Pauldrons, your Crucibles, your Fountains, your, what else is there? I think that's about it. Oh, Warhorns, Shiver Steels, Contraptions, Boots, that kind of thing. Yeah, and then of course all the consumables as well. So, we also have minion mine changes. Minion mines are now going to target you even if you're not hitting them. If you capture a minion miner, it's going to instantly upgrade the minions in lane instead of giving the next wave that goes out to the lane that upgrade. They're going to be more damaging to turrets, so big waves can take down turrets on their own. And Mortal Wounds, which are from Taka's ult, as well as Fortress's second and third ability, now reduce the amount of barrier you get from any source. So, last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is this balance changes. So Scarf's early game was very strong, particularly base because player moves through extremely predictable early on, and players have very little shield at level 1 to mitigate the % health burn damage of his Fan the Flames perk. So, as Scarf levels, he can maintain high damage with Flame the Flames because of the shield piercing mechanic and still build nothing but defense items. That's what he used to be able to do. But now it's going to be from levels to items. You have to build CP to actually be able to do a lot of damage. And of course, they changed a lot of his abilities as well. Vox was still too strong. They nerfed him in the last update. They had to nerf again because the last update's double shot resonance bug fix was pretty substantial buff. Vox's wave clear was so strong that it was giving him an unusually high amount of farm starting at around level 4. Now they're shifting the power away from resonance burst to sustain basic attacks, which means that weapon power builds is going to be very, very viable. Saw can now crit with his Mad Cannon, and his Roadie Run crystal ratio is up from 230 to 280%. Like, that's crazy. So now people are going to be a lot more courage to build a crystal on him. Obviously, hopefully he'll be coming back into the meta. Koshka has a smaller case of Scar's problem. High base damage and poor scaling pushed her towards tank builds on a character not meant for tanking. She's meant to be an assassin. We're shifting her power from base to, they are shifting her power from base to items also, just like Scarf, and reducing her early game power with a defense nerf to her early levels, but she returns to normal at level 12. So her armor is down from 42 to 86, or 42 at level 1 to 86 at level 12 to 20 at level 1 and 86. So it's going to be the same, but it's going to be a lot lower at level 1. Minion damage on Celeste Heliogenesis was reduced from 50 to 25 as she was wave clearing at incredibly fast speeds. So wave clearing is going to become a pretty good ability now that they put new emphasis on minion miners. So she is one of the best wave clearers since Vox kind of got his resonance nerfed as well. So now our new items, we have Minion's Foot. Critical Strike had no tier 1 items. I have always wondered that they made the Swift Shooter build into a crit item, and Swift Shooter was an attack speed item, so it really didn't make any sense. So now they're getting out that kink, and they're putting the Minion's Foot into the build for, I believe, Bonesaw and... It's like Bonesaw and Tyrant's Monocle and Tornado Trigger, I believe. So 300 gold, 10% crit, 10% damage, and the passive of after buying this item, your very first attack on an enemy hero will crit, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. There's some other very minor changes, but you guys can go ahead and take a look at it in the description. And that is going to be it. Yeah, for all things Vainglory, you guys know what to do. Keep fresh and channel. Make sure to Nothin But Boom. I'm Matt, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.